in next lecture. So let's just talk about the treatment of discount. So it is shown on the balance sheet as bonds payable less discount. So you write it down the complete value, that's the discount value, and here would be the difference here is the bond value, a bond price. Here we go. Now, what is the interest expense and what is the interest payment? Remember, interest payment is on the basis of coupon. You can write it down. Company has promised to pay us, and a company will pay us on the basis of coupon. While interest expense is based on market rate. So remember we talked about there are going to be two interest rates in bond. One is coupon interest rate, one is market interest rate. So interest payment is based on coupon rate and interest expense is based on market interest rate. So now we will fully utilize these two interest expenses. Interest rates. So we have illustration here, the same illustration. Company issued a bond worth of 100,000, but company received 96,149 because of discount, and it's like that the coupon rate is 9% and market rate is 10%. So it is based on semi-annually, and payments are based on January 1st and July 1st, right? So now let's talk about the interest payment. So what did I tell you right now? The interest payment is based on interest coupon, right? So first 6 months interest payment is going to be based on coupon. So 100,000 multiplied by 9% multiplied by 6 by 12, 4,500. What is the interest expense? Interest expense is based on market rate. Market rate is 10%. So 100,000, not market, sorry. The interest expense is based on market rate, but with the market price, right? Market rate with the market price. Coupon rate with the coupon price. Coupon face value 100,000, coupon 9%. Here we go. Market interest rate, interest expense going to be based on market rate, and market rate calculated on the market value. Market value is right now, bond is selling at market value of 96,149. 10%. Semi-annually, so 6 by 12. So this is very important concept. Everybody understand that? Sorry about my throat is not good word. The Luta, you understand? Kathleen, you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Dijodi, Constance, Ploy, Nimesh.
That's okay for me too.
Ali?
Yeah, I just need to do some problems.
Do I need to repeat? Ali?
No, it's okay.
Okay, right? So interest payment, when payment means actually cash is going out from your pocket. It is based on coupon rate. Company promised to pay 9% every year, right? So company will pay 9% every year. So that is its payment. So interest payment is based on coupon. Coupon is based on stated value or future value or maturity value or par value of the bond, right? But interest expense is based on market rate into market price. Market price is, right? Okay. Right? So this is so what did you notice here? In case of discount, interest expense is greater than interest payment. I would say, yeah, greater than interest payment. See, 4,800 approximately is greater than 4,500, right? Here we go. See, so then what we have to do here? So we make an amortization table, right? So we write it down, okay, this interest payment is not going to be changed, right? Because there's going to be a value, face value never changes. It's 100,000, it remains 100,000, but market value changes, right? Market value changes, right? Market value changes. Interest expense is based on the value of the bond. Right now the bond is 96,149 and this is the discount. So what is the idea? We discussed that the value of the bond in case of discount, it increase until its maturity value. Its maturity value is 100,000. Right now the value is 96,149. So discount is going to be distributed and it will become until 100,000. It means the discount has to be 0 at the last payment, right? So here we go. This first payment we already calculated. 10% multiplied by 96,149, right? So interest payment and interest expense difference is 307. And that is the discount that must be less from the discount, the total discount, right? Or, right? So now the value is going to be, or you can say that this is going to be added here in, let me just add 96,149. Right? So the difference between interest payment and interest expense is going to be less from the discount balance and added to the bond value. Right? So you see, okay, where this 97118 is coming from, where this 97118 is coming from, interest payment is based on coupon, which is 4,500, right? Interest expense is based on the bond value. Bond value is 96,779. You multiply it with 5%, right? 10 multiplied by 6 by 12, answer going to be 5% interest. So you multiply this 5%, answer going to be 4,839. The difference is 339. So you add it to the value here. 96,779 plus 339, answer would be 97,118, and you less it from the discount balance, 2,882, until this discount becomes 0. So remember, the last value is basically a rounding effect, you can say that. At the end, the last payment must be, on the last payment, the discount must be 0, right? So the idea of the discount is that if this is a bond payment, total bond value, that company issued total loan of 100,000, and after 5 years, company how much company is going to return money to the holder, such as 0, at 0, because of low coupon rate, high market interest, the bond value was 96,149, and the and there is a discount. So discount is going to be spread on 5 years. Every year you added some discount here, 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 until this value becomes 100,000. So this is the accounting treatment. So whenever you issue the bond on discount, you divide that discount according to the amortization schedule, and you add the difference between interest payment and interest expense. You add it with the value here, and you decrease from the discount, right? So now once more, go back to the amortization table here. So why we call this amortization table? Because we are amortizing, we are decreasing this discount. So this is called discount amortization table or schedule, right? So I have a picture here. So let me just scroll down here. Discount amortization schedule, right? So we know that it is based on face value. Face value remains same. So that's why we are having the same 4,500, 4,500, 4,500. But you see, values are changing. And did you notice one thing? That interest expense at every level is greater than the interest payment. Plus, interest expense, as soon as the year passes, as soon as the maturity value is near, interest expense started increasing. 480, 482, 483, 485, 487, 489, 49, 493, 495, and 496, right? So what we have learned in discount is the case when you issue the bond, coupon rate is less than the market rate. And what is the accounting treatment? We basically debit the credit, we debit the account discount balance, right? We debit the discount balance. And what we are going to do with the discount, we decrease the discount gradually, right? How? By the amount that is the difference between interest payment and interest expense, right? So that difference is decreased from the discount balance and added to the bond value, right? So here we go. So this is the 5-year schedule, right? Every year they are having 2 payments, right? There we go. So this is all they mentioned. Okay, how they calculated this 4,500. This 100,000 multiplied by 9%, multiplied by 6 by 12, or just if you multiply this amount is going to be 4.5% or 0.045. How they calculated this amount? This is the interest expense. Interest expense is always based on bond value. Bond value is 96149. So you see 96149, and this discount is the difference between interest payment and interest expense, right? So this is the discount amortized, which means decrease in the value of discount balance. So this is 3851 minus 307. Answer we're going to be 3544, right? So this is how we find out the amortized balance, right? So the last amount is going to be, so if you multiply 5% with the 9539, so let's just talk about the